You've been granted the power to bless people with minor conveniences. How do you make their lives slightly better? You'll always remember why you walked into a room or where you last put the item you need. What if me forgetting and having to walk again later is how I exercise? Will I get fat? Is my health relying on so little? What if me forgetting and having to walk again later is how I exercise? Will I get fat? Is my health relying on so little? Maybe. But capitalism can solve this for you. Just buy a bigger house and place things regularly where you need to walk a distance to it then. From this day forward, you will always choose the fastest moving line. I choose the worst possible line. Every single time. May your cell phone always have enough charge when you need it. Also, for the ladies, may you always have at least one pocket on your outfit. One good pocket. 40 meters here. I bought a pair of light airy linen pants for summer. Thought I had bought the same brand as a pair I bought last summer and loved. First difference I noticed was a lack of back pocket. Thought, oh, that's weird. Then I tried to put my wallet in my front pocket and it was too shallow. Wallet literally couldn't sit in the pocket. Pocket so shallow as to be unusable. I finally understood your pain, ladies. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Consider me an ally and the proper pockets for all battle going forward. Your keys, wallet, and phone are always where you expect them to be. Considering this would mean my phone, keys, and wallet can't ever be stolen, I'd say this is more a moderate convenience. Unless they were stolen in front of you, in which case you now expect them to be missing. Their butter is always of the perfect consistency for being spread. No more cake or bread being made. Butter now has a very short shelf life. There is famine worldwide and millions starve. You are an inconsiderate monster. Good job, Daniel. Their butter. Are they the butter baron or something? Clean wipe every time you poop. This is the golden one here. Thousands of rampaging scat fetishists storm the Capitol. Okay, well, a dozen or so at maximum. Odorless, silent farts that always get rid of your stomach aches. I imagine a world similar to Children of Men, but with a loud and smelly fart as the plot. A fart so loud and smelly it stops an entire war dead in its tracks for a couple of minutes. Clothing you purchase always fits perfectly. Everybody's talking voice actually sounds like the one they hear in their heads. Please. Wait, people hear the voice in their heads? For me it's not like a voice, but more like floating words or so. I never really tried to describe it, but it's sure AF. Not an actual voice. Or are you talking about the way you hear your own voice while actually talking? People will naturally move out of your way in grocery aisles, instead of the opposite. Nice, more room to ride on the shopping cart down the aisle. You've already been granted this power. Simply utter the mystical spell. Excuse me, and the grocery aisle will part like magic. You never forget to add things to your grocery list. And a perfect mental inventory of your fridge and pantry. Unmovable sleeves so that they don't slide into running water while washing your hands. Or don't roll up when you put on a jacket. How do people still complain about this? Just grab the end of your sleeve when you put your arm through the jacket. From this day forward, all of your socks shall magically be waterproof and nothing will ever stick to them. Except the other sock of the pair in the dryer. I threw out all socks I owned and then bought a couple boxes of the same kind of sock. I just throw all my socks in a bin now and pick two at random. Never need to throw away one sock, because the matching on got a hole. Their hot drinks aren't hot enough to burn their tongue on the first sip. Everyone's lawnmower starts on the first try, every time. The toilet seat will always be in the correct state depending on your business when entering the bathroom. Also a comfortable temperature. And not covered in piss and damp toilet paper for some reason like every public bathroom. The power to fall asleep once your head hits the pillow. I think that would fundamentally change our entire society. This one almost seems too powerful for this question. Your electronic devices always work correctly. I read that as erection devices. Can I choose that instead? Anything's an erection device if you're brave enough. Plugging in USB cables the right way on the first try. USB-C. I just slide my USB-C around the hole like trying to put my cup in the armrest at a movie theater. Every fart has no poo. You never have to scribble to get the ink flowing. You can just pick up a pen and use it. Your teeth will clean and floss themselves twice a day. Your potassium levels are always optimal. If you live in Kazakhstan, that's already the case. They carry an empathy contagion. Every person that come in contact with, they pass it on and that person becomes slightly more empathetic. Always find batteries in the first place you look. But they're always in the drawer with the orange scissors, warranty cards not submitted, flat blade screwdriver that doesn't fit anything, and the important looking nut found near the TV. But none are the right size and all are flat. I grant all women immediately free access to sanitary products. There is always just the right amount of Milk OJ in the container to fill your glass completely, instead of having like an eighth of a glass left when you're done pouring. The tabs for zippers never get stuck in the crease. Your subway always arrives as you get to the platform. No spills or smells in your subway car, and there's a seat. I know this won't make sense to any non-farmers out there, but cows never calve in blizzards from now on. Find some money every day. Like a penny, a dime, a nickel, $1, $2, and rarely bills. All coins in pockets that are worth less than $half are converted to $half. Takes two $half to bank. Asks for 4 quarters. Gets $4 half. Infinite money. The first time they reach into a bag or a drawer, they grab exactly what they were looking for. No more fishing around. You don't knock anything over accidentally anymore. You will always have a good hair day. You always get a knowledgeable person on the phone and never a robot or menu tree. Oh, and the person you get can help you. Fast and easy. Never lose any socks. If they accidentally overcharge their account by $1, I'll put the dollar back on top, avoid the overdraft fee. Drawers never get stuck because of the clutter in them. Have a cold pillow every time. People will always have exact change for whatever they need to purchase. Not to make them rich, but to make them not have to fumble with loose change. Just reach into their pocket or purse and poof, just the right amount of coin. Toast now lands butter side up. I bless them with the power to bless themselves with minor conveniences, including, of course, the power to bless others with the power to bless themselves with minor conveniences. It's an MLM, but good. If they are doing something potentially embarrassing in privacy and someone walks in, they will stop right before this person walks in. Never the need to cut your nails again. You'll never burn your toast. All animal hair in your home and on your furniture and clothing magically attracts itself to itself. Simply running your hand over a puff of hair is enough to make it roll into a cartoon-style snowball. The bigger it gets, the more hair it attracts, making cleanup and disposal super satisfying and fun. A bit of happiness. Giving people just a bit more happiness. Anytime the person suddenly needed to use an electronic device to do something immediate and important, the Wi-Fi is at its strongest. The battery life goes up 20% and the microphone is crystal clear. I say this because if I was to give someone a minor curse, it would be the opposite of the above. Having electronics freak up when I'm stressed is risking me throwing a computer through my company's window. Reading only the best comments on Reddit, instead of all the terrible ones like this one. Clearly it didn't work. No more riches in the middle of their backs that they can't reach. Never catch your sleeve on the door handle when you are angry anymore. Have a butt that nothing sticks to. No more need for wiping, ever. If you take public transit, you will always make it to the stop in time to make it to the bus train. Always having a good hair/skin day. That your hair just cooperates with whatever you want it to do and that your skin just looks its best smiley face. It's a small thing that can add a lot of confidence. You shall no longer walk into a room, forget why you came in, leave, and then later remember the purpose of entering the room. You are welcome. No food will ever get stuck in anyone's teeth ever again. Except for my neighbor. Clean drinking water. That's a great thing to grant, but I don't know if I'd consider it minor. Seems pretty major. Their sleep will be more restful even if it's a short nap. Green lights all the time. You will never get a splinter or a paper cut, or get hurt through accidental means. Stubbed toe, fall, trip. No more phantom vibrations, where you think your phone is vibrating like you got a call or text and it turned out to be nothing. Their contact details magically disappear from all unwanted mailing lists and cold calling databases. You will never bite your cheek or tongue again. You will never have an ingrown nail or loose cuticle again. You will never be itchy again. There are so many tiny minor conveniences that people would never notice. Your kitchen knife will always be sharp enough to slice ripe tomatoes thinly without squishing them.